Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. The Kremlin has accused Joe Biden of attempting to appear like a Hollywood cowboy after the US president called Vladimir Putin a crazy SOB. Mr. Biden made the comments at a public fundraising event in California, warning about the threat of nuclear conflict. In response, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov called it a poor attempt to appear like a Hollywood cowboy. He added that such vocabulary debases America itself. A court in Spain has found the former Barcelona and Brazil footballer Dani Alves guilty of raping a woman in a Barcelona nightclub. He has been sentenced to 4.5 years in prison. The 40-year-old, who is one of the most decorated footballers in history, had denied sexually assaulting the woman in the early hours of the 31st of December 2022. His lawyer had asked for his acquittal, and Alves can appeal against the sentence. As well as handing Alves a 4.5-year sentence, the court ordered him to pay €150,000 to the victim and said he should face 5 years probation afterwards. The Foreign Office says the UK is backing the outgoing Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte to succeed Jens Stoltenberg as the next Secretary-General of the NATO military alliance.
And NATO has also called for European allies to invest more in high-end capabilities.
Stoltenberg assumed the role in October 2014 and is due to step down on the 1st of October 2024.
To making some very good trade deals, fair trade.
Rutte is due to be replaced as Dutch MP when a new government is formed following the country's election last November. Dozens of lawmakers stormed out of Britain's Parliament, with tempers flaring as the three biggest political parties sought to outmaneuver each other over a vote on a ceasefire in Gaza. The uproar followed a decision by the Speaker to ignore precedent and allow a vote which helped the opposition Labour Party avoid a large-scale rebellion among its own lawmakers over its position on the Israel-Hamas war. Lawmakers from the governing Conservatives and the opposition Scottish National Party left the debating chamber in protest. The Speaker, Lindsay Hoyle, eventually apologised.
The government does not have confidence that it will be able to vote on its own motion. For that reason, the government will play no further part in the decision this House takes on today's proceedings.
It was not my intention, as it was, in particular, the SNP were ultimately unable to vote on the proposition. I am, and I regret, with my sadness, that it's ended up on like that, in this position. That was never my intention for it to end up like this. I was absolutely convinced that the decision was done with the right intention.
In a historic move, South Africa's parliament have impeached one of the country's top judges for misconduct. An investigation found that John Holofe, the leading judge in Western Cape Province, tried to influence justices at the country's top court in a case relating to the former President Jacob Zuma. He approached 2 justices in 2008 to see if they would support Mr. Zuma in a decision relating to a corruption case. Mr. Holofe always denied the accusation. President Joe Biden's dog, Commander, bit US Secret Service agents on at least 24 occasions, according to new documents. US Secret Service records show the extent to which the German Shepherd caused chaos for the presidential bodyguards. One senior agent noted the bites meant the Secret Service changed tactics, advising agents to give lots of room. The warning came months before Commander was removed from the White House. The documents were revealed through Freedom of Information requests and posted online. And a cargo ship has rammed into a bridge in the Chinese city of Guangzhou early on Thursday, plunging 5 vehicles, including a public bus, into the river. The accident killed 2 people and injured 1 other. 3 are still missing. Images on the local broadcaster CCTV show a section of the bridge fractured with the ship trapped under it. The vessel did not appear to be carrying cargo. The incident happened at 5:30 in the morning local time. The ship's captain has been detained and people residing in the vicinity have been evacuated. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.